आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And Bilawal Bhutto, the fumbling, mumbling, confused, the people, some people call, the Rahul Gandhi of Pakistan, has now said that Pakistan is ready to hand over Hafiz Saeed, Masood Azhar, everyone to India as part of a process. So this has landed him in big trouble. Specifically in responding to a question, he was asked a question, will you extradite Lashkar-e-Toiba Chief Hafiz Saeed and Jaish-e-Mohammed Chief Masood Azhar, these two terrorists, as possible concessions and good faith gestures to India? He said, why not? I'm sure there will be no hurdle in extraditing any individual of concern in the context of the question being about Hafiz Saeed and Masood Azhar. So he said the right thing, but the problem is, ever since that has happened, Hafiz Saeed's son wants to target him. And he said that Bilawal Bhutto should not have talked about the extradition of Pakistanis. His statement is against state policy, national interest and sovereignty. We strongly condemn it. Now, apparently, Hafiz Saeed is putting pressure for the imprisonment of Bilawal Bhutto. And Bilawal Bhutto has been promising the extradition of Hafiz Saeed, but a terrorist's son, the Hafiz Saeed's son, is coming out and saying that this is extremely wrong, and the Pakistani media is covering the comment of a terrorist's son, Tala Saeed, more importantly than a statement of a person like Bilawal Bhutto, who holds the position of the chairman of the Pakistan People's Party. This tells you about the situation in Pakistan. Bilawal Bhutto wants to hand over Hafiz Saeed to India. And I can understand why he wants to hand over, because it's terrorists like him, like Hafiz Saeed, who killed his mother. It is terrorists like Masood Azhar who killed his mother, together with Musharraf and the Pakistani army. Now for the Pakistani army, for Hafiz Saeed and for Masood Azhar, Bilawal Bhutto has become public enemy number one. Ladies and gentlemen, Bilawal Bhutto has taken on more than he can chew. He should remember that the funeral of the deputy chief of the Lashkar-e-Toiba and Hafiz Saeed's brother-in-law, Hafiz Abdul Rahman Makki, was held on December 27, 2024 at Markaz Taiba, in the presence of the entire army and Hafiz Saeed and top Pakistani leaders. So probably Bilawal Bhutto, who has largely lived outside of Pakistan, does not understand how important terrorists are in Pakistan. He's bitten off more than he can chew. And now, however, here is a golden opportunity for us to take the words of Bilawal Bhutto and ask the Pakistanis whether they will hand over Hafiz Saeed to us or not. Now, it may be a moment of indiscretion, it may be a moment of speaking too much. In fact, Bilawal Bhutto has this tendency. He reveals sometimes, inadvertently, what is on his mind. Like when he said that Pakistan is up for sale, he said that, see, we do dirty work for the Americans. And he says, nobody can hide the fact that we've had a dirty past. These are not my words. The same Bilawal Bhutto, who is saying now that we are ready to extradite Hafiz Saeed, had said recently that I don't think it's a secret that our country has a past. Now, let's play the soundbite. Remember, this is a person who is talking about the dirty past of his own country. Hear it in his own words.
I don't think that it's a secret that Pakistan has a past as far as extremist groups are concerned. And as a result of this, we have suffered. Pakistan has suffered. We've gone through wave after wave of extremism. We went through the Islamization and militarization of our society.
First of all, what does this word extremist mean? I don't understand. Was Osama bin Laden an extremist? Was he a man of extreme opinion? You can call a person of extreme opinion an extremist, but you cannot call a terrorist an extremist. However, the reality is, Bilawal, unlike others, unlike Shehbaz Sharif, has gone on record to say my country has a dirty background. And that is true because his country is a liar country which said that Osama never was in Pakistan. Rahman Malik, Pakistan's interior minister, said in 2008 to a group of visiting US diplomats, I have no clue about Osama bin Laden. And then Osama bin Laden was found just a few miles away from Islamabad, not in some tribal badlands. He was found just 2 kilometers away from one of the headquarters of the Pakistani army. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the situation of Bilawal Bhutto. He's made a huge revelation that they support terrorists, they have a dirty past, and now he says, I want to hand over these people to India. Bilawal, fantastic. Keep yourself safe because the terrorists are now after you. Stay safe and hand over these people whenever you can. We're waiting for Hafiz Saeed. We have plans for him. Let's debate.
कौन रात के अंधेरे में हमले करते हैं? चोर रात के अंधेरे में हमले करते हैं, बुज़दिल रात के अंधेरे में हमले करते हैं। भारत को कहना चाहूंगा, हमारा पानी बहेगा या उनका खून बहेगा।
We have been doing this dirty work for the United States for about 3 decades, and West.
Its latest gem from the Bhutto clan, Bilawal. Speaking not just for himself, but apparently on behalf of the entire Pakistani government. He says that the extradition of Hafiz Saeed will not be opposed if credible evidence is provided. Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind behind the 2008 Mumbai attacks, remains a fugitive in India, but moves freely in Pakistan, despite being under house arrest. India's repeated demands for his extradition have been rebuffed, citing the lack of a bilateral treaty. This is not the first time Bhutto has played the role of unofficial spokesperson for Pakistan, despite being in the opposition. And now, this promise has ruffled more feathers. Tala Saeed, Hafiz Saeed's son, has branded Bilawal's words as a disgrace to Pakistan, accusing him of selling out to India.
इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़ चैनल को इंटरव्यू देते हुए बिलावल ने जो बातें की, भारतीय सहाफ़ी के सवालात के जो जवाबात दिए, हकीकत में वो जवाब बनते नहीं थे, जिससे हम सब की पूरी पाकिस्तानी कौम की दिल आज़ारी हुई है। इस पर हम उसके इस बयानात की भरपूर मज़म्मत करते हैं। मेरे वालिद मोहतरम हाफिज़ मोहम्मद सईद हफ़िज़हुल्लाह का किरदार पाकिस्तान की खिदमत, हिफाजत और दिफा के हवाले से हमेशा रहा है। उनका कोई अमल भी रियासत पाकिस्तान के बरअक्स नहीं रहा।
For India, exposing the footprints of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism is not new. New Delhi has time and again submitted evidence of Lashkar terrorism, including the explosive testimony of the 2008 Mumbai attack terrorist Ajmal Kasab. And 17 years after 26/11, Islamabad's blue-eyed boy, Tahawwur Rana, has made a stunning revelation in Indian custody. The 26/11 mastermind has confessed that the deadly attacks were carried out at the behest of Pakistan's ISI. That he did operate as a trusted agent of the Pakistan army. And that he trained multiple times with Lashkar-e-Taiba along David Headley. After years of legal wrangling, he's finally in Indian custody. Thanks to the very USA that once shared a lunch table with Pakistan's army chief Asim Munir. And today, Rana's admission is a reminder that the past will never stay buried. So now the question is, will Pakistan hand over Hafiz Saeed? Will Pakistan hand over Masood Azhar? And will Islamabad even admit to state-sponsored terrorism?
On the debate tonight, I want to start with Tuhin Sinha, who's the BJP national spokesperson. We have General Bakshi with us tonight. We have Ambassador Deepak Vora with us tonight. We have Pakistani panelists. We have the fantastic Abdul Samad Yaqub of the PTI. We have Irshad Ahmad Khan of the PMLN. And we have Dr. Hamid Khan. Unless we are also told the Zulfikar Ali Badr could be coming unless the Pakistani army is going to abduct him before he comes on. Tuhin Sinha, how do you view this? This statement by Bilawal that Hafiz Saeed should be handed over, Masood Azhar, people like them, people of interest should be handed over, extradited to India. How do you view this?
Well, good evening, Arnab. Good evening, everybody. Our stand is very clear at this point of time. Trade and terror cannot exist. Trade and terror cannot exist. Terror, water and blood cannot flow together. But the most important point is, if at all there has to be any negotiation with Pakistan, it has to be on two factors. When are they handing over the remaining terrorists to us? And number two, when are they handing over Kashmir to us, the whole of Kashmir to us? So I think if Bilawal Bhutto has taken it seriously, it's a welcome move. But I don't think, given the layers and layers of murk that exists in the ecosystem, in the system of Pakistan, I don't think Bilawal Bhutto would have his way. Ideally, in the last 30 years, post 1993 bomb blast the series of bomb blasts in Mumbai, that was the first time we had submitted a dossier. That was the first time we had submitted a dossier asking for certain terrorists to be extradited. Had Pakistan acted 3 decades ago, things would have been different. But the enormity of terror attacks, especially.
But could it be that
between 2004 to 2009?
Could it be?
We had a free run.
Could it be? There is a view. And this view is an interesting view, General Bakshi and Deepak Vora. This view is that Hafiz Saeed has outlived his utility for the Pakistanis. They're spending a lot on his security, Deepak Vora. They're bothered about him. And after the BrahMos strikes, they feel that they're taking on too much in the process of protecting him. And Bilawal is actually talking the same language that is in the minds of many Pakistani people, that Hafiz Saeed has become a liability, extradite him to India. You think that's possible, Deepak Vora? What's your take?
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Always a privilege to be with you. I wish I were in the studio because your energy is infectious, and I get enthused when I'm next to you. Nevertheless, may I say, sir, and my Pakistani colleagues will, the journalists and others will forgive me, this Bagar Billah fellow.
Louder.
Means a polecat or a... Sir?
Sir, carry on, sir.
Yeah. I was just saying this character, Mr. Bhutta, whatever his name is. Sir, I don't think he has said this without clearance. He's a loose cannon. He's flying a kite. I'll tell you what it is. A few days ago, he was saying we are going to attack India and divert the waters of all the 6 rivers to Pakistan. I said, this clown doesn't know, then he'll have to take Ladakh and Kashmir and Himachal and Punjab and Haryana and all that. Somebody told him, don't be an ass. Sir, now, his statement was that I'm prepared to consider extraditing these characters if India cooperates. I'm trained 52 years to understand ye kya bol raha hai. What does he mean, India cooperates? India cooperates by suspending the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty.
Right.
Sir, let me complete this. This character, these two fellows are not more valuable than the water that flows into Pakistan. I mean, he says, you allow the water to flow, I'll shackle these guys, I'll manacle them and send them upstream to India. That, I believe, after 52 years in diplomacy, trying to understand what this clown is saying, this is what he said. And he has had it cleared with the military that hasn't shot him as yet. So obviously, they're trying to see what India's response will be. Sir, I rest my case.
General Bakshi, how do you view this?
Arnab, I tend to agree. Would Bilawal Bhutto have the guts to open his beak on such a sensitive subject without a nod from the military? Absolutely no. This man is not like his uncles who at least fought. One of them, became a kind of a guerrilla leader and at least fought. He has no such guts. The simple fact is, Arnab, take your time back. Just a few days back, Donald Trump called for lunch. You know, General Asif Munir, now failed Marshal Asif Munir. There are no free lunches in America.
Right.
There are, I repeat, no free lunches in America. He was being asked, read out the Riot Act and told to get on with it and mend your fences, right? Because I think apparently Donald Trump wants both India and Pakistan to fight with China on his behalf or whatever. So he was told to mend his fences. Now, quite obviously, Asif Munir will not risk his rising stock with the people of Pakistan, which he gained during Op Sindoor, by turning internal angst into, angst against an external enemy. So he wants a trial balloon. He wants a buffoon to head this, a civilian buffoon to say this. And he's got, he's gotten Bilawal Bhutto. There are even rumors I'm hearing, Arnab, from Pakistan side that Bilawal Bhutto may be the next PM. Maybe he wants to get rid of Shahbaz Sharif. And as apropos the issue of handing over, terrorists whose use by date is over. The Pakistanis are past masters. They have had so many Taliban leaders in their captivity. At the right time, they have sold them to the CIA. When his use value was over, they have shamelessly sold them to the CIA. You can do with them what you like. The use by date of these two leaders is over. Terrorist leaders, terrorist minions, Hafiz Saeed and Masood Azhar. So where is the problem in the Pakistani army handing them over? But do they want to be seen handing them over? No, sir. They will get a clown like...
They'll do it through Bilawal,
Bhutto.
yeah.
The Bhutto skier.
Because this is becoming extremely serious.
The fat little, Billy Bunter. Fat little Billy Bunter to front this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, because I'm sure Imran Khan will take the fullest advantage. He will burn up the Pakistani street. And Asim Munir will sacrifice Bilawal Bhutto.
But now Hafiz Saeed's son is coming out, and there have been 7 statements in the last 24 hours, Deepak, 7 statements from this Hafiz Saeed's group and his son and others saying that Bilawal Bhutto must apologize. He has no right to demand the extradition or offer the extradition of Hafiz Saeed. His statement is against the state policy of Pakistan. He has compromised Pakistani national interest and Pakistani sovereignty. Now, these statements are coming thick and fast, almost one every 1.5 hours. So there's a bit of chaos going on there. Abdul, of Bilawal, or was it a well-thought statement?
Well, Talha Saeed knows better that this Mullah Mujahid military alliance doesn't fall in the jurisdiction of Bilawal, and Bilawal has no authority to even, give such statements. And I'm sure that so far Bilawal definitely has made apology to Talha Saeed privately or discreetly. I mean, he knows that even if Bilawal at the moment has no official status, I mean, he's not into the government.
No, but did he not go? Did he not go after we bombed you? Did he not go? Was he not sent? In sort of a copycat move by your government to America to sort of explain how bad your situation is and why India should not. Push missiles and the BrahMos towards Pakistan. He was part of a move sent by your government. So he's not completely distinct from your government. You're saying he has no right, but this is a big statement. It's like saying we're going to hand over. He has made an offer. You need to understand, Abdul Samadji. He has made an offer to extradite Hafiz Saeed.
Well, even if Bilawal Bhutto would be a prime minister and such statement comes from the prime minister, it has no value. I mean, I'm telling you clearly that this military Mullah Mujahid alliance doesn't...
No, but Shahbaz went to Khamenei, Munir went to Trump, and Bilawal went to the US Congress. He spent a lot of time in America. He comes back from America, and the first statement he makes is that we are ready to extradite Hafiz Saeed and persons of interest like Masood Azhar. Please connect the dots.
In Afghanistan, and Masood Azhar is in Afghanistan, and Hafiz Saeed is convicted and imprisoned for 33 years. So
no, we already have Tahawur Rana. Listen. The Americans gave us Tahawur Rana. He's here, he's confessed. Now, Bilawal is saying after his long America trip, he says that, see, we can give up these people. They don't mean much to us. See, look at how he says. He says, Zulfikar Ali Badr, PPP spokesperson, he said, we are ready to hand over these persons of interest. And the question was specifically about Masood Azhar and Hafiz Saeed. It was not a general question.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you, Arnab, for inviting me to your show. First, I would like to categorically say that Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari is a respectable and a responsible person. These two oldies who are sitting on the show, they must have a symptom of respect to show. They are saying clown, they do. Himself, if they look into the mirror, they look like clowns.
No, see, the quality of your point is, Zulfikar, did Bilawal Bhutto say or not that we are willing to hand over Hafiz Saeed? Now, why did he say that? Is it because the army killed his mother?
We have no objection to the extradition of individuals of concern to India.
Precisely. And who are those individuals of concern? Hafiz Saeed. Precisely. Don't open your mouth. Don't gape. Don't show me your open mouth. Answer my question, Zulfikar. The persons of interest are Zulfikar. The persons of interest are Hafiz Saeed. The person of interest is Masood Azhar. Your leader offered to extradite them. Now hand them over to us, damn it.
You have to behave.
Hand them over to us. I mean, you don't open your mouth like that. Please don't open your mouth so wide.
India is
Do not open your mouth wide. It is rude. Do not open your mouth so wide. Now answer my question. Do not open your mouth so wide, I'll have to rebuke you. You answer my question. Why did he say? You said. Now you got scared. You listen to me, Zulfikar. You got scared. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you a little story. I went to Dubai once. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a true story. I tell you a true story, Zulfikar. Listen to me. Listen to me now. Now listen to me, Zulfikar. I went to Dubai and I met Benazir Bhutto. This story is about your former leader. Listen to me. I met Benazir Bhutto in Dubai. She had a bungalow, the very lavish life, and I was about to interview her, and I told her. Ms. Bhutto, why? She said, change the position. I don't want to be facing. I don't want my back to the door. I said, why? She said, I want to face the door. I said, why? She said, I'm scared. And then I told her, where have you come from? She said, I've just come from the spa. I said, no, what are you planning? She said, I'm having a great time because I know when I go back to Pakistan, Musharraf is going to try and kill me. She said that to me before my interview. Now listen, the Pakistani army killed Benazir Bhutto. You don't have the guts to come on an Indian TV program and speak against the army that killed your leader? You are such an invertebrate, such a spineless man you are, Zulfikar. The army killed your leader. Do you dare say that the army killed your leader, the terrorists killed your leader? Who killed your leader? Who killed Benazir? Zulfikar, open your mouth and say that. Don't open your mouth so wide. First answer my question. Who killed Benazir? Who killed Benazir? Answer me right here, right now. Before you speak a word tonight. Now you close your mouth because you have no answer. What kind of a man are you? First you open your mouth, then you close your mouth. Give me an answer tonight. Give me an answer right here, right now. Who killed Benazir? Who killed Benazir? Tell me.
Sitting behind
Who killed Benazir?
Sitting behind the curtain.
Who killed Benazir?
They have killed Benazir and
who killed Benazir? Who killed Benazir?
Listen,
Who killed Benazir?
Don't.
Zulfikar, you are sweating. You're sweating. Come on, man. Who killed Benazir? Who killed Benazir? Tell me.
My sweating doesn't give a point that
but you're sweating. That you acknowledge you're sweating. That's a good point. You're sweating. You're opening your mouth. You're closing your mouth. You're not answering my question. Your leader has made a comment that he wants to extradite Bilawal. Bilawal says, I want to extradite. Now you're running scared of the army. You want to take back the comment. Abdul, Abdul Yaqub, now he wants to take back the comment. Abdul, I can't hear you. Unmute yourself.
Well, Benazir wrote an email to the Mars Eagle in which she mentioned that if I am assassinated, Pervez Musharraf and Pervez Ilahi should be nominated. And what they have done with the Pervez Musharraf, I mean, they formed their government under the presidency of the Musharraf, and they made the deputy prime minister. Pervez Ilahi becomes the deputy prime minister who was nominated by the Benazir Bhutto. So they have made a deal with the assassins of the Benazir Bhutto. Can he blame the Musharraf? Zulfikar, can you name the Musharraf? Your leader told to nominate her.
I can say it was General Musharraf who killed Benazir Bhutto. I can say here. I'm not scared and afraid
of anyone. What have you done with the Musharraf?
It was General Musharraf.
What have you done with the Musharraf? Your Mumbai attacks took place in your
So you're
government.
saying the army killed your leader. 1 minute. You're saying the army, you're saying huge statement tonight. The Pakistani army killed his leader. He says that tonight. There's a very big statement from the official spokesperson of the Pakistan People's Party. He says the Pakistani army and Pervez Musharraf killed Benazir Bhutto. I congratulate you for your openness on that.
Pakistani army, I said it was not army as an institution, but dictator Musharraf is.
But dictator Musharraf was wearing the uniform. Come on now, don't pull back. You're on the biggest Indian channel on the most watched program, Zulfikar. You're in my territory, now answer me.
What I said earlier.
Answer me tonight. Now you don't go back all the time. You hand over Hafiz Saeed because your leader said, I'll hand over Hafiz Saeed. You've got to do that. You've got to follow up on your words tonight. You got to follow up. And you just said right now, this is huge. He says, the PPP spokesperson says, army killed, let this be breaking news. The PPP spokesperson said, army killed Benazir Bhutto. Army killed Benazir Bhutto and Bilawal is scared right now.
I never said army killed. I said dictator Musharraf killed.
Dictator Musharraf was not a civilian. Zulfikar, are you confused, man, or what?
Into my mouth, Arnab.
I'm not putting any words, and my name is Arnab, not Arnab. And now please listen to me. You just said that the army killed Benazir Bhutto. Now your leader says we are going to hand over Hafiz Saeed. I'm not putting these words in your mouth. These are voluntary disclosures. These are voluntary disclosures being made. Everything is on record now.
I never said.
You said. You just said. You said those words. Now you're scared for your life, is it, Zulfikar? Don't worry.
No, it's not a matter of
Abdul Samad was abducted after a TV program. Yaqub was abducted after he came on my program.
Your words into my mouth.
I don't put words in anyone's mouth. We're straightforward people. Our words are like the Brahmos. They go straight to the target.
Straightforward, yeah, right. Straightforward, yes.
Yeah, Zulfikar, now don't repeat my words.
Of coming on the table.
You said, your leader said.
Why don't you come on the table?
I didn't say a word. Your leader said. General Bakshi, 1 minute. Let's understand this. Your leader, General Bakshi, their leader said, the chairman of their party said, we want to hand over Hafiz Saeed. Did we put him under narcotics to make him say that? It was a disclosure from his own mind. Did you feed him the truth serum when he said that? He said it.
Arnab, I reiterate. He said that. That is a fact. And I am certain that he said that with a nod from the same Pakistani military that had killed his mother, as admitted to on your program by the PPP.
Army killed. Big news, breaking news.
Number two, Arnab, I would just like to point out one military factor. The Pakistani military has a use and throw policy. It disowns the people that it sends across. In 1999, during Kargil, it refused to take back the bodies of the dead Shia troopers of the 5 Northern Light Infantry battalions that had been thrown into Kargil. Why talk of Kargil, Arnab? Let me tell you of what happened during Op Sindoor. We hit the Noor Khan command and control bunker of the Pakistan Air Force, which also doubled as the nuclear command authority of Pakistan. That was at Noor Khan Air Base. We hit the UAV command and control bunker at Murid Air Base. And do you know, to hide their loss, what did Pakistan do? It didn't take out any bodies. There were hardly any bodies left, Arnab. But it didn't take out even their remains and hand them over to the relatives for a decent burial. It got a dozer, Arnab, for God's sake. It got a dozer and it dozed down the Noor Khan command post and it dozed down the Murid Khan command post to hide the losses from the people of Pakistan and the world.
I understand, but my point right now is...
It entombed them. It is quite capable of selling off Hafiz Saeed and...
No, the General Bakshi, the statement has been made. The statement has been made. And it's a significant statement, and it's breaking news tonight. And by the way, Zulfikar Ali Badr, who's sitting on my program, is the Central Additional Secretary General of the Pakistan People's Party. So he's a very, very senior PPP leader. He's come on my program. I think these are all deliberate statements. First statement, we want to hand over Hafiz Saeed. Second statement, we are willing to extradite Masood Azhar and other people of interest. Third statement, Pakistan Army killed Benazir Bhutto.
You are making this up.
This has just been made. This has been said right here. I'm going to pull out that part. If you accuse me, Zulfikar, you said it. I'm going to play it out. You said Musharraf killed Benazir Bhutto. You said Musharraf killed Benazir Bhutto. Did you not say that?
Dictator Musharraf.
Yeah, dictator Musharraf, or clown Musharraf, or whatever, but Musharraf is Musharraf. And he was the chief.
I said army, not an institution. Was
I don't know why Yaqub is now trying to go back on that. I'm going to pull out the bite.
What about Zulfikar Ali Bhutto? Who killed Zulfikar Ali Bhutto?
Yeah, who killed Zulfikar?
Was it Ziaul Haq or was it Pakistan Army?
Dictator Zia.
So the Pakistan Army killed.
Or a military chief. Dictator Zia or military chief. Why are you confused, I mean, you are even reluctant to name
the name of Pakistan Army. I said Dictator Zia and Dictator
Why are you scared of Pakistan Army, bhai?
General Musharraf, who was a dictator.
But was Musharraf in uniform at that time as a dictator?
Yes.
That means what? He was the highest person in the Pakistan Army, right or no?
You see,
right or wrong? Come on.
Decisions are not the decisions of the institution. You have to be
of course
very
it is
clear
a representative of the institution.
And you cannot put your words in my mouth.
I am not putting any words. You put your words in my mouth. You're trying to pull them back.
You want to make a headline out of
I'm not grabbing any headline. You've given me multiple headlines tonight. And before this program is over, it's going to be a headline all over Pakistan. Now, that's a fact. And I think it's a big admission. I congratulate you for it. Ishad Ahmad Khan. Today, Zulfikar Ali Badr is saying that Musharraf killed Benazir. Army killed Benazir, and his leader Bilawal is saying that we are willing to extradite Hafiz Saeed and Masood Azhar.
I said Musharraf killed, I never said army killed.
ये ऐसे ही है, बदर साहब का बयान ऐसे ही है जैसे कि बिलावल भुट्टो जरदारी ने कह दिया कि हाफिज सईद साहब को इंडिया के हवाले कर देंगे। इंडिया कैसे सोच सकता है कि मेरे उलमा को इंडिया के हवाले कर देंगे? आप 75 साल से यही जंग लड़ रहे हैं कि हमारे मुल्क से इस्लाम का खात्मा हो जाए, हमारे मुल्क से उलमा का खात्मा हो जाए, हमारे मुल्क से ये मुजाहिदीन पाकिस्तान खत्म हो जाए। ही नहीं खत्म कर सकते आप खत्म हो जाएंगे। देखिए दूसरी बात, जनरल साहब अभी जनरल बख्शी साहब फरमा रहे थे कि जी मेरे हाफिज आसिम मुनीर फील्ड मार्शल को डिनर पे बुलाया।
आप ये बताइए कि जो बिलावल ने कहा वो चेयरपर्सन है, उन्होंने कहा ऐसे लोगों जिनको इंग्लिश में कहा जाता है पर्सन्स ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, हम हैंडओवर भारत को हैंडओवर करने के लिए तैयार हैं। ये पीपीपी के चेयरमैन हैं।
उनको मुझे दबा लिया, आपका पूरे फिक्र रहिए, आप मेरा बात सुनिए। चेयरमैन है ये, जो भी है, जो मुल्क के खिलाफ बात करेगा मैं उससे मुल्क का बाशिंदा नहीं समझता हूं।
ये मुल्क के खिलाफ क्यों बात कर रहे हैं? ऐसे लोगों को अपने देश से बाहर करके इंडिया में हैंडओवर करने से मुल्क के खिलाफ कैसे हो गई ये बात? ये मुल्क के खिलाफ कैसे हो गई ये बात समझाइए। ये आपके मुल्क के खिलाफ कैसे है?
बात कर रहे थे पूरी आप।
नहीं, एक मिनट, 1 मिनट। Irshad, how is it against your country's interests if you're handing over Hafiz? Why are you saying ये मुल्क के खिलाफ बात कर रहे हैं?
देखिए मैं बताता हूँ
ग्लोबली डेजिग्नेटेड टेररिस्ट जनाब,
वो आलिम दीन है, वो एक तंजीम चला रहे हैं जिसने हिंदुस्तान की नाकों चले चबवाए हैं। हिंदुस्तान डरता है तो मेरे उलमा से डरता है, हिंदुस्तान डरता है तो तला सईद से डरता है, हिंदुस्तान डरता है तो हाफिज सईद से डरता है। क्यों डरता है? कि ये जान देने वाले हैं।
Here's the saying. We say ये कह रहे हैं, एक मिनट, ये कह रहे हैं इरशाद, ये कह रहे हैं, ये बहुत बड़ी बात आपने कही है आज, आपने बहुत बड़ी बात कही है। आपने अभी कह दिया कि जब आपकी धज्जियां उड़ाई हमने, मेरी बात सुनिए, जब आपकी धज्जियां उड़ाई ना आपकी एयरबेस की, आपकी आर्मी की, उसके बाद आप कह रहे हैं हम आपके आर्मी एयरफोर्स को केयर नहीं करते, अंडरस्टैंड, बट यू वांट टू हैंड ओवर फॉर अ रीजन। बिलावल भुट्टो अमेरिका में 1 महीने थे, उसके बाद आके पहले स्टेटमेंट में कहते हैं वी वांट टू एक्स्ट्राडाइट हाफिज सईद टू इंडिया। उनके बेटे आके कहते हैं कि बिलावल भुट्टो ने गलत बात कही है। पाकिस्तानी आर्मी इस पर बिल्कुल चुप है। शायद डील हुई है, शायद पाकिस्तानी आर्मी ने डील किया है बिलावल के साथ। मे बी पाकिस्तान आर्मी हैज डन अ डील विद दीपक बोरा। शायद ये डील बैक चैनल डील हुई है आपकी, शायद ये बैक चैनल डील है आपकी कि आप हैंड ओवर करेंगे, विच इज ऑल राइट, नो प्रॉब्लम।
आप डरपोक लोग हैं।
When are you handing him over?
पकड़े जाके
आप हैंड ओवर कब कर रहे हैं? मुद्दे पे आइए। हमने तो फोर्स नहीं किया आपको।
क्यों अमेरिका के आगे जा?
Now they are trying to backtrack out here, but I want to play. Can I have the soundbite where he said that Musharraf killed Benazir? Can I have that soundbite? Now they are getting nervous. Now Deepak Vora abhi nervous ho rahe hain.
I repeated this. Musharraf killed Benazir many times, but I never said army killed Benazir.
पूछ रहे हैं अर्नब,
They're all confused tonight. You see,
बहुत डरते हैं।
You see, where is that fellow gone, Hamid Khan? Irshad, you're out of form. I'm hammering you as mercilessly as the Brahmos hammered you.
पाकिस्तान के खौफ से अमेरिका के पांव पकड़े आपके जाकर के।
America, कोई America, nobody's going to save you right now. Irshad, hand him over to us now. Now, this is a. Can you be quiet? I want to change the windows. It's getting irritating, viewers. Now, Tuhin, I want to go back to Tuhin for a moment. Can you be quiet? Tuhin, now, you see, this is a curious situation. Is this possibly drama before the FATF? Some people are saying there's an FATF meeting on 25th August. There's an FATF plenary, there's a working group, and we prepared a dossier, and there's an internal understanding about distancing from Hafiz Saeed. There's an internal Pakistani understanding. Otherwise, Bilawal cannot make a comment like that. He cannot. He's been foreign minister. He knows.
It would be futile to get into the. It would be futile for me. It would be futile to speculate on the issue. But fact is, today is probably a day of very explosive confessions. First, you had the Hawar Rana directly once again re-establishing the complicity of Pakistan in 26/11, and by the way, he has also mentioned that he was here in Mumbai during 26/11. And now on your show, somebody confessed that it was Musharraf who got Benazir Bhutto killed. So which again only corroborates, which only vindicates what we have been saying throughout, that there is not much of a difference between the Pakistan military establishment and terror organizations, between non-state actors and state actors, and which only vindicates our stand that talks, if at all, can only happen once they decide to hand over the terrorists involved in the last 3 decades of horror on Indian soil, which have killed nearly 10,000 people. So if whatever it is chicanery or if it is for real, if somebody in Pakistan is thinking on those lines of handing over, that's a welcome move. But like I said, given the history of Pakistan, I have my serious doubts on how far that thing would go, and whether the person who is thinking on these lines is safe in Pakistan.
Absolutely. Now, Mr. Badr, Zulfikar Badr, you have denied saying that you have denied saying that Musharraf killed Benazir. I'd like to play the soundbite where 15 minutes back you said Musharraf killed Benazir. I'd like you in the frame while I play this soundbite. so that you can listen to what you said 15 minutes back before you deny it. You see, the problem with you Pakistanis is आप 10 मिनट से ज़्यादा अपने एक लाइन को एक इशारे में नहीं कर सकते. आप हर 10 मिनट अपना लाइन बदलते हैं.
Can you?
I don't know.
You listen?
I am listening. Yeah, let me play out. Okay, let me play out first what you said. Here's what you said. Let's play it out. Why with you on air? Let's play it out. Play it out.
I can say it was General Musharraf who killed Benazir Bhutto. I can say here. I'm not scared and afraid of anyone.
What have you done with the Musharraf?
It was General Musharraf.
So you're saying the army killed your leader. 1 minute. You're saying the army, you're saying huge statement tonight. The Pakistani army killed his leader. He says that tonight.
I can say it was General Musharraf who killed Benazir Bhutto. I can say here. I'm not scared and afraid of anyone.
What have you done with the Musharraf?
It was General Musharraf.
So you're saying the army killed your leader. 1 minute. You're saying the army, you're saying huge statement tonight. The Pakistani army killed... 1 minute. Just 1 minute. First of all, that's a wrong window. We'll run the right sound bite. See, listen, don't be worried. Why are you scared of the Pakistani army? Aapne bol diya Musharraf killed Benazir Bhutto. Ab stick with it. Musharraf army killed Benazir Bhutto.
You have been telling me that I said about the Pakistani army. I never mentioned about Pakistani army.
But you said that Musharraf was in uniform.
Musharraf. So you have
Abdul Samad, but Musharraf was in uniform.
Words in my mouth, which I am not going to take.
I'm not. Are you scared for your life?
You see, nobody in Pakistan is scared of life the way we have done on 10th May morning. 10th of May morning.
10th May you went running to the Americans. Come on. 10th May you went running to the Americans. Come on now.
That you went to, you were begging for America. You called.
Uncle, save me. Uncle, save me. Uncle, save me. Uncle, save me. The Indians are hammering me. मुझे मार रहे हैं. Save me. Save me. BrahMos is coming. मुझे 30 second भी reaction time नहीं मिला. Uncle, save me. Uncle, save me. Next time we'll beat you nicely. Deepak Vora, today what's going on with the Pakistanis? They're embarrassing themselves on my program.
Is the same way you can run and talk on the television shows.
Right. Let me add one more thing to this, sir. You do know that there was a UN Security Council resolution which did not mention, they removed the reference to the National Resistance Front on the insistence of Pakistan's foreign minister, deputy prime minister, and then he boasted about it, and the Chinese helped him. Then the Shanghai Cooperation Organization borrowed largely from that and did not name anybody. Again, we were latecomers to the SU, but now we've just had the BRICS declaration that names Pahalgam and says that terrorists and their sponsors should be sanctioned. China, sir, the declaration, sir, tell this guy to keep quiet. The declarations of BRICS are by consensus. China was not able to prevent this reference to Pahalgam. Pakistan is running scared that now they are going to be exposed with the FATF review committee coming up. So therefore this offer, we are good boys. We are getting rid of all the terrorists. Our defense minister said we've been doing it for 30 years. No, we've come clean. No, we are angels. This is the game, sir, and it's exposed. You have exposed it, and thank you very much for exposing it.
Now this is a very important point. Irshad ji! Thank you. 1 minute. Listen to me. First of all, आपके जो ये बिलावल है, ये कहाँ के है भाई? ये लैंकाशायर के हैं कि लाहौर के हैं? इनका एक्सेंट मुझे समझ में नहीं आता है.
देखिए.
Now anyway, देखिए मैं बाद में बात करता हूँ. दो बातें. देखिए, embarrassing है.
You won't understand. Because you are too funny to handle things like
anyway,
that.
ठीक है. Listen, you said the army killed Benazir. Abhi you are like so scared. You want me to play that? You said army killed Benazir.
I never said army.
You said army killed Benazir. Then you said Parvez Musharraf was wearing the uniform, which means he was an army man and he killed Benazir.
देखिए मैं जवाब देता हूँ.
एक मिनट आप जवाब मत दीजिए. इरशाद जी एक मिनट. इरशाद जी, see, look at the logical chronology समझिए. जैसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं ना, chronology समझिए. 2 दिन पहले, 1.5 दिन पहले इस वीकेंड की सबसे बड़ी खबर क्या थी? कि चाइना ने इंडिया को सपोर्ट किया at the BRICS summit where Narendra Modi was in Brazil, where China ने कहा कि जो UN designated terrorist है, right, they should be handed over. अब UN designated terrorist कौन है? हाफिज सईद है. किसने कहा हैंड ओवर होनी चाहिए? चाइना ने कहा. चाइना ने कहा कि यूएन डेजिग्नेटेड टेररिस्ट हैंडओवर करनी चाहिए। उसके तुरंत बाद, सुनिए इरशाद जी प्लीज डोंट शाउट, उसके तुरंत बाद बिलावल ने कहा कि हम हाफिज सईद को हैंडओवर करने के लिए रेडी है। ये क्रोनोलॉजी है,
ये उसकी जाती राय है। बिलावल
जाती राय क्या है? चाइना की कोई जाती राय नहीं होती।
हुकूमत ने नहीं कहा, मेरे वजीर आजम ने नहीं कहा, मेरे प्रेसिडेंट ने कहा, मेरे
अब विरोध हो के क्या फायदा इरशाद जी?
जाती राय है बिलावल भुट्टो जरदारी।
मैंने आपको पहले ही बोला था।
अरे साहब, बिलावल भुट्टो आपका रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बन के अमेरिका गया था, आप लोगों ने चुना था, आपने भेजा, डेलीगेशन लेके गया था, आपका फॉर्मर फॉरेन मिनिस्टर है।
इरशाद जी मुझे मौका दें, मैं बात
तो दूसरे फॉर्मेट ले लो फिर।
तो भी मिर्चे लगेंगे, मुझे भी सुनिए ना, मुझे भी बोलने दीजिए, मुझे मौका दीजिए। देखिए बात यह है कि एक जाती राय होती है, एक हुकूमत की राय होती है, एक इदारों की राय होती है। अगर जाती राय बिलावल भुट्टो जरदारी की ये है तो उसकी कोई राय, उसका कोई मायने नहीं रखते। दूसरी बात यह है कि हाफिज सईद साहब को अब बड़े अरसे से
370 लोग मुशर्रफ ने अमेरिका के हवाले किए। डॉक्टर साहब 370 अलकायदा के लोग अमेरिका के हवाले किए। ये जाती राय नहीं किए थे, ये पर्सनल कैपेसिटी में किए थे उसने।
मेरी बात सुनिए जरा आप।
नहीं, आप एक सवाल का जवाब दें। आप एक सवाल का जवाब दें।
आपके दरमियान में मैं नहीं बोला, क्योंकि
नहीं, मैं आपसे एक सवाल कर रहा हूँ, एक सवाल कर रहा हूँ। 370 अलकायदा टेररिस्ट को मुशर्रफ ने अमेरिका के हवाले किया।
मुझे इनको जवाब देने दीजिए, मुझे जवाब देने दीजिए इनको। ये बात कर रहे हैं मुसलसल हाफिज सईद साहब पे, तला सईद साहब पे। ये हमारे आलम दीन है, इनका आप बाल बेका नहीं कर सकते।
हाफिज सईद
मुसलमान बनने के लिए करता नहीं है, मरने
हाफिज सईद को 33 साल की सजा
करता नहीं है।
नहीं देखिए, मैं देखिए आप
आलम दीन है, वो आलम दीन रहेगा।
इरशाद डोंट शाउट, आई थिंक इट्स important. I think Abdul Samad Yaqub, what I like about you, you speak the truth. Sometimes you get into trouble for it, but whatever be the case, you see there are two things that have happened. China has supported India in saying that UN designated terrorists must be handed over, and within moments of that PPP has taken that line and said that yes, we can consider handing over Hafiz Saeed and this fellow, what's it, other terrorist, Masood Azhar. Now, that's a specific question, okay? Now, maybe all of this confusion is that China is angry with Pakistan because Pakistan has gone to the American camp. So, जो हिंदी में कहते हैं ना घर का ना घाट का, ना घर का ना घाट का।
चाइना was the country कि जिसने मसूद अजहर को यूएन टेररिस्ट डिक्लेयर करने में 10 साल तक वो रेजोल्यूशन को होल्ड किया, प्रोसीजरल डिले किए। 10 साल तक मसूद अजहर को यूएन टेररिस्ट डिक्लेयर नहीं होने दिया था चाइना ने। 10 साल लगे थे और जाके फाइनली जो था वो मसूद अजहर जो है वो डिक्लेयर हुआ। चाइना खुद तंग आ चुका हुआ है अपने इंसर्जेंट से, अपने चाइनीज टेररिस्ट से या इंसर्जेंट से जो चाइना के अगेंस्ट लड़ रहे हैं। तो चाइना की जो इस वक्त टेररिज्म के हवाले से पॉलिसी है उसमें एक ग्रेट शिफ्ट आया है। वो पाकिस्तान से भी ये मुतालबा करता है कि जी अब हम आपको इस मैटर के ऊपर सपोर्ट नहीं कर सकते। पाकिस्तान को अपनी पॉलिसी चेंज करनी होगी कि वो जो ब्लीड इंडिया विद 1000 कट्स था या इन्फिल्ट्रेशन थी, उस पे चाइना पाकिस्तान को फर्दर सपोर्ट नहीं करता
है। सो दैट इज द पॉइंट, नहीं करता है। इरशाद जी डोंट गेट एंग्री, इरशाद अगेन इज शाउटिंग चाइना नहीं कर रहा है कि इवेंचुअली चाइना रियलाइजेस दे हैव टू डू बिजनेस विद इंडिया, वी आर द लार्जेस्ट मार्केट इन द वर्ल्ड, वी आर अ बिग कंट्री, वी आर थर्ड लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी, वी विल डील विद यू। आप इनसिग्निफिकेंट हो इरशाद जी, यू आर इनसिग्निफिकेंट, यू आर एज इनसिग्निफिकेंट एज द सेंटीपीड। आपकी कोई सिग्निफिकेंस नहीं है।
आपको बता रहा हूँ, पाकिस्तान
आप पहले जुल्फिकार अली बदर को कांग्रेचुलेट कीजिए जो उन्होंने कहा है कि बेनजीर भुट्टो को पाकिस्तान आर्मी ने मारा।
जुल्फिकार अली,
इनकी जैसी हिम्मत को कभी ऐसी हिम्मत को दाद देनी चाहिए आपको। जो हिम्मत इन्होंने दिखाई है कि पाकिस्तान आर्मी ने बेनजीर भुट्टो को मारा, ये कहने के लिए हिम्मत होनी चाहिए।
फंसाने की कोशिश की, उनको फंसाने की कोशिश की और वो फंस गए आपके जाल में। हिंदुस्तान का काम ये है कि हिंदुस्तान एक जाल फैलाता है।
आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू फंसाओ एनीवन मैन, मैं पूरा साउंड बाइट प्ले करूंगा।
पाकिस्तान से मार खा करके भागा.
May I play the whole sound bite? 1 minute. Is it ready now on the full screen? Can we run it? Here is the one minute. Do I have the sound bite? Yes or no, producers?
कभी आप पानी बंद करने की
yeah, I am playing. मैं पूरा full frame मैं play करना चाहता हूँ. Critical part of the program. Watch this. Watch this.
Pervez Musharraf and Pervez Ilahi should be nominated. And what they have done with the Pervez Musharraf, I mean, they formed their government under the presidency of the Musharraf, and they made the deputy prime minister. Pervez Ilahi becomes the deputy prime minister who was nominated by the Benazir Bhutto. So they have made a deal with the assassins of the Benazir Bhutto. Can he blame the Musharraf? Zulfikar, can you name the Musharraf? Your leader told to nominate her.
I can say it was General Musharraf who killed Benazir Bhutto. I can say here. I'm not scared and afraid
of anyone. What have you done with the Musharraf?
It was General Musharraf.
What have you done with the Musharraf? Your Mumbai attacks took place in your
So you're
government.
saying the army killed your leader. 1 minute. You're saying the army, you're saying huge statement tonight. No, you see that part? That is the moment where he confesses. General Musharraf, he says, Deepak Bora. General Musharraf. Highlighting General Musharraf, which means Pakistan army killed Benazir Bhutto. Two big admissions tonight. Bilawal Bhutto says we want to extradite. आप चुप रहिए इरशाद जी, आपसे सवाल भी नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं. जनरल बख्शी, is there any doubt? General Bakshi, isn't that crystal clear? General Bakshi, isn't that crystal clear?
It's crystal clear. You know, Arnab, it is crystal clear that Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was hanged by the Pakistani army. It is crystal clear that Benazir Bhutto was assassinated by the Pakistan army. It is crystal clear that her grandson today, that her son today has clearly, unequivocally stated that Pakistan would have no objection to the extradition of Hafiz Saeed and, the other Cartoon Network character, Masood Azhar, to India. हाफिज सईद साहब का कुछ नहीं कर सकते आपके जुल्फिकार अली भुट्टो साहब के ग्रैंडसन उन्हें वापस दे रहे हैं. आपने सुना नहीं उनका बयान? नहीं, साजिश का क्या सवाल है भाई? आपके सामने उसने कहा है कि वी आर प्रिपेयर्ड टू हैंड ओवर. क्या साजिश? हमारी क्या साजिश है इसमें?
ये हालत हो गई आपकी.
करते अपनी मौत मरेगा वो. और अब टाइम आ गया है कि
yes, जुल्फिकार, come on, जुल्फिकार, last 30 seconds.
का जो हिस्सा है उसको पढ़ रहे हैं.
लोग हैंड ओवर करोगे उसको.
Tell you his whole statement, what Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said.
Well, it doesn't matter.
He said he had no objection to extradite individuals of concern to India.
Thank you for confirming.
As a confidence-building measure.
Thank you. So you are saying, okay, thank you. So he's saying now, Deepak, that we want to hand over Hafiz Saeed as a confidence-building measure.
And provide.
Now you'll deny after 5 minutes you said that. 5 minutes बाद आप बोलेंगे, आपने ये भी नहीं बोला. He has said the topmost leader of Pakistan's People's Party has said he wants to hand over. आपने अभी बोला ना, Zulfikar, you just said you want to hand over Hafiz Saeed as a confidence building measure.
Engagement rather than.
Okay, so hand him over. Try to build confidence.
बिलावल साहब की जो बात है उसके
He just said I'm willing to hand over Hafiz Saeed as a confidence building measure.
उनकी पूरी बात को नहीं उठा रहे.
पूरी अधूरी कुछ नहीं होती.
मैयर के लिए दाऊद इब्राहिम को हवाले कर दें.
दाऊद इब्राहिम को भी कीजिए as confidence building measure. Hand him over. Hand him over. Hand over Dawood. You said right now we are going to hand over Hafiz Saeed as a confidence building measure. We accept. Will we accept that? They want to hand over Hafiz Saeed. He says hand over Hafiz Saeed as a confidence building measure. Let me.
Let me just sum this up. We are all aware of the history of perfidy of Pakistan army generals against their own leaders. That's their story, but I think it's a good moment when Pakistan should attempt to embrace some amount of truth, some amount of honesty in its fight against terror. Because if they don't, what we have seen right now is only the trailer of Operation Sindoor, India's fight against terrorism.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a series of disclosures by a country caught between the devil and the deep blue sea.
All the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, whatever happens, as long as there is the army, Pakistan will never be free. I shall see you tomorrow evening at the same time. And this has been a trending edition, fascinating debate, so many disclosures, so many statements, so many U-turns. This can happen only live on a debate. It can only happen here on Republic. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप